doing great.
Or 10 to 12 seconds are probably good.
Yeah.
Once you start hearing it cook up, that's
I
when
would say, yeah, usually that's my telltale sign that we're like good to go.
Yep. The spool. The spooling. Okay. Turbo on your computer.
It do be like
It works.
It did work. Look at that.
Look at your fucking little head peeking out over there. All right, welcome in everybody.
Good.
Hello.
To episode 19
Hello.
of the Caffeinated Creators Podcast.
Who?
Oh, yeah. Who?
Exactly.
Oh.
Hopefully
Okay.
you
Yeah,
guys are
19 already,
having
Giga. 19 already.
having a final last couple days, weeks, maybe a month, depending on where you are, of summer.
Stop it. Shh.
It's ending, dude.
No,
it's
it's
about
not.
to be. It's gonna be a September.
It's
before
gonna
you
be.
know it.
It's gonna be hot and spicy and beautiful out until the end of
Max-
September.
Yeah, because it is so beautifully hot outside when it gets hot.
Max and I are polar opposites here because I cannot wait for the temperature to be this consistently.
Dude, this is perfect.
This
right
is
now.
great.
This is
Yeah.
awful.
Especially like the
This is
overcast.
great.
I want
I love
my 110-degree days back,
Disgusting.
baby.
I
want
had
to
to
cook.
be out Saturday and I fucking hated it.
I feel like you want even outside to enjoy it. You go to work and then you come back inside and enjoy inside.
Yeah, but I normally, under normal circumstances, would have a reason to go outside.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to get my reason for going outside working again.
I thought today was gonna be the day that you guys are outside. It was beautiful out.
Today?
Yeah.
This is awful outside.
No, what do you mean?
My ass.
It's cloudy and rainy
when I
and
got out
wet
of work-
and
It didn't even
gross.
rain.
When I got out of work for lunch at noon, it was very much your style of hot, kind of humid a little bit.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I was outside for a little while. Kenzie and I were out and about doing some errands and stuff, so I spent some time out there.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I've only been at home and I was actually up really early this morning. I was up at like 7:30.
Holy.
Yeah, I was up early, and then I was out doing stuff and shit, and then I got back and took a little nap after I got back, and then I went back and did
Little
shit.
catnap?
Little cat nap, yeah. I actually was right here in this chair. I went and started moving some stuff around in the Plex and passed out while I was doing it.
I don't know how you fall asleep in that chair, man.
What in what chair?
This
like,
chair.
Just like a chair.
You
in
fell
general.
asleep in that chair?
Yeah.
I've been there. I've fallen asleep in my gamer chair.
I passed out on my chair,
was-
but
you
it
know
was
what,
like
you're
it was
just doing
totally like
Oh no, I've
hands on the
I've
table.
been in the case where he is, where I'm like leaning back with it,
really.
and I totally start passing out.
Well, my favorite thing is I can do what I can do is I can take the bottom part of it and I can kick it back so my butt is like slanted back into it.
Oh, I get you.
And then I can leave the back
so
back.
you're
and
shrimped.
I'm cupped in the chair.
You're shrimped up.
And then if I'm doing something or working on something or listening to something that's just sort of meditating to me,
Shrimped up, sexual.
I'm already pre-shrimped up.
shrimped up sexual style.
I'm already pre-shrimped up, and then I'm just like, I'm pretty fucking comfy right now, man. And then I just start nodding, and then next thing you know, I wake up 2 hours later. I'm like, what year is it?
It's a worse when you fall asleep later in the day because it feels like you slept through the whole day into the night, and then you woke up the next day that night, like at 7 o'clock.
That's
you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know that feeling I'm talking about.
I feel like, and I think that people maybe like that's a fear that because I share that fear with you when I wake up from a nap or whatever.
It's like a waste of time.
But I think that is something that you and I specifically, you might too, but like us is what we do kind of have that fear because we've probably done it before in the past.
Oh, it's horrible.
And that's why we're afraid of it.
It's terrifying, man. It is so.
I can't say that I've like because like I don't nap. I really don't. I rarely do. If I do, it's on accident. Like I didn't mean to fall asleep today.
Because like Zoe would be like, "You want to come take a nap with us?" I was like, "Nope."
I got
I'm gonna
games
have-
to play, baby.
It's not even that, man. It's just like, why fall asleep if you can just stay up and then go to bed a little earlier?
I just don't like the fact that when I wake up in the middle of the day, I don't know what year it is. I'm always like, how long have I been out?
It feels like that. It feels like you've been away forever.
Max is just gonna have one of those times where it's just gonna be like Futurama, where he's been asleep for 1,000 years.
Pull a fucking
Has
Rip
no
Van
idea.
Winkle.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, Swiss is saying that he takes his longest naps on Wednesday from 5:30 to 9. I could see that because you definitely stay up a lot later on Wednesdays.
5:30 p.m. Okay.
That's a solid nap right there.
That for me would be a complete waste of my time then, because 9 o'clock is when I start winding myself down to go to bed.
Yeah, those TikToks aren't gonna make themselves, bro.
Right. Speaking of which, I have to post one tonight. Remind me that if we're not done by podcast by the time.
Oh, we got all night.
I was gonna say there's plenty of time.
Your TikTok's interesting. You still get like hella Russian people that comment on it?
I haven't.
But you had Russian people that were.
I had for a while because of the bendy song. Because of that style music is like up their alley.
Really?
That like
interesting
ragtime swing sound.
I didn't know that.
So Bendy brought the Russians in.
Yes.
I mean, hey, whatever
I
brings
haven't
in
had
the community,
a lot
right?
recently. No. Mainly, I'm actually really happy that this is happening. I've been getting a lot of like more rock themed requests.
Yeah.
And
I've noticed that actually. I just saw
like
one today. I forgot what song it was. It was an older song that I was really surprised to.
Metallica?
Maybe.
I think
I just did Unforgiven.
Yes.
And Enter Sandman.
Recently, I went through and I think I watched like the last like 5 months of your TikToks,
and
it was like all rock songs.
Screenshots. All of a sudden, I get on it, and it's just my thing is flooded. Like it said, like 80 some notification. I was like, what the hell happened? I click on it, and Glitch Penguin liked your video. All the way down. Like he liked every single one of them.
Dude, it gets tiring sometimes.
I went on a binge. Well, no, I wasn't even doing that. I was like watching. I went through it. I was just like scrolling, like, what song you do? All right, and I just was every time I did it, I liked one. And
I was gonna take a screenshot of it and go, my guy. But then I hit refresh, and then it just like throws your name in with everyone else that likes it, and I'm like, no, it doesn't look as good.
I had TikTok remove one of my world highlights I just did.
Like really?
For adult sexual content.
Which one?
What was
my Just Be Club one?
Just Be Club. I've been watching them recently when they come up, so I don't think which one that is.
I posted it early last week. It was Just Be Club 2.0 was released. And I did a coverage on that world, and
I know that club actually.
They have a cardboard waifu thing that you can like put anywhere in the world.
Right.
And I think it got removed because of the cardboard waifu.
You didn't do fake body in the description,
dude. That is such bullshit. Like, dude. Do these people not realize that if you put fake body in TikTok, they don't care. They don't see that. Like,
they're also like,
here's the
gonna
thing.
Look at it then. Too.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen very lewd content with fake body, and they somehow get away with it. So honestly, you are the one with the best case where it is literally a fake body. It is not a real person. It is a fucking cardboard cutout.
I was blown away because I was like the only time I've ever had a TikTok removed was back during the Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I've had one not removed but get copyright striked, and like
thanks so much for that prop, by the way.
Like,
appreciate you.
The sound got removed. Because when
yeah.
I went to go find the sound, they didn't have the actual song, so I just left it as an original sound. Then I got strike with it, so I had to add a sound. When I added the sound to it, it still didn't like give back any of the audio, so I re-uploaded it.
Which one
it's mute. They mute it. They completely mute it. Yep.
Huh, that's crazy.
So I literally re-uploaded it because it was a video that did very decently well.
And see, that's what pissed me off is like my Just Be Club one. It's a very popular TikTok world, and it was more recently when I've got back into posting here. It was my most recent most popular video that I had uploaded recently.
I would re-upload it.
I'm going to.
You could try either the fake body thing, or if you can re-edit it, just cut out the part where you show that.
I'm gonna re-edit it and take out the cardboard waifu.
Yeah, easy.
Do like a garbage mat mover on the screen.
I have so the thing is like when I record.
Oh yeah, or you could just put like a put like an emoji over the tits or something. That's it.
Well. So I don't know if you know this, but like when I record B-roll from like my TikTok videos and stuff, like the world highlights and everything, Mike knows. I don't know if you know or whatever, but like when I'm there, I usually have like a group of people and I'm like fucking around and stuff. And
you just posted the one of the retro mall that we went to
months
God
ago.
knows how many months ago.
Yeah.
I saw that and I'm like, dude, we recorded this so long ago.
I still have like back TikToks that I haven't.
You do. It's so funny to me because like it's memories that I've completely like forgotten about, and then looking back and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, that place was really cool.
Well, so what I did is like instead of posting all like my really old ones at the same time, I've been doing like 3 new ones, and I throw like an old one in there, and I do like 3 new ones, throw an old one because like I don't want to do because like I'm gonna be honest with you, Palm Plaza in my A roll, my voiceover that I recorded, I had called it palmplaza.exe. They actually recently changed the world name to just Palm Plaza. So I had to get in the text where it says like world name. I have it.
Oh. You all right?
Joking on my spit.
Nice.
I had it renamed to just.
Sorry, we know you get choked up when you're talking about VR chat.
It's real personal.
I changed the caption to just say world highlight.
Right.
I'm sorry, Palm Plaza, and I removed the exe from there. So then that way it's still somewhat current, but I didn't want to go through and like. Also the header text, I went back, re-edited that, and just had it Palm Plaza up there too. Yeah. But on my voiceover it says, check out palmplaza.exe, and I'm gonna get a bunch of comments. I can't find the world.
Is it not called that?
Well, it's not. They got rid of the .exe, and the thing is with VR chat, it's like you have to be very specific with the world names because there can be like 20 worlds named Palm Plaza.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like for example, one of the ones I have not posted yet, but I will be shortly. It's called Viridian. Actually, I might have posted Viridian.
Viridian City?
No, just Viridian.
Damn it.
But the thing is like Viridian doesn't really mean anything. But like it's unique. There isn't anything else in VR chat that's called Viridian. So when you go search up Viridian, there's only one world. There's no confusion.
I'm extremely upset that there's not a Viridian City.
There's not a Viridian City.
What is that from?
Pokemon. That's like the final city you go into in the first one. Like you're on Victory Row basically.
Mm-hmm.
I see. But yeah, no, I was just kind of disappointed because I was like, you really gonna like, you got these, dude, there's like, when it comes to like just specifically like VR chat TikTok, we already know that there's like a million e-girls out there and stuff that are doing it, but there are VR chat TikTokers that are so fucking lewd, it's not even funny. It's basically like softcore, like.
I believe you because I have seen some, probably not as bad as that, but I've seen some of the e-girl stuff like go past my For You.
Yeah.
So I've definitely seen some of the stuff that they like get away with.
And I'm like, really, you're gonna remove my cardboard waifu out of my totally innocent world highlight video? And
it was probably an automatic guideline type thing.
I did appeal it. I did
have an AI bot to look for cleavage.
I mean,
I wonder what training that model must look like.
P.O.
I had an AI bot look at 1,000 hours of cleavage.
Dude, could you imagine being the programmer that has to sit down and because like that?
It took him a while because he had to keep unzipping his pants.
Yeah. It pulled like the Quagmire.
Zip, unzip.
So you done working on he's like standing to one side. So you done working on our AI training model? Yeah. You got it done.
Fucking Quagmire style?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. God, that's funny. But yeah, so there's our TikTok extravaganza for the last couple of weeks and months since I think both of us.
Justin gave up on his TikTok. It's a little sad.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the stuff you made.
You just gotta find a niche, bro.
Your Overwatch one still gets me.
I don't know. I just am not too into like a specific market. I guess it would be like uploading clips, and that just feels like absolute like funneling.
I don't know. There's like random streamer clips that come across my For You that I actually don't mind watching.
Yeah, but I also don't want to be like some dead uploading channel that just literally uploads stream highlights because we know how that goes. So
I mean, yeah, I get it.
I know people that I don't watch their content because of that. So.
Yeah, that's true. Because like the thing is like I watch the streams. You know.
That's the thing is like you can create content to like drive for the streams, and actually it's kind of crazy. I've been seeing a lot of people upload TikToks like, "Have you ever wanted to see this? Well, I'm live right now. Come over," and they'll be live, and like that style of like drive is actually like really.
The thing is that only works if the people actually manage to see it. I can't tell you how many times I see shit that people have uploaded. How many ever days ago? There's still people going to my Bendy TikTok. I uploaded that in January. Yeah. If I had something like that posted, it wouldn't matter because I'm not live anymore.
It doesn't help either because TikTok, you have to. It's a very short window that you can actually get benefit from people watching your TikToks. It's like only like 3 days after you upload, and then anything after that, you don't actually have.
Monetary
value.
Interestingly enough, that's actually not. Nowadays, from what I've realized, just because I've been doing it for a while now, it's actually not as true as you'd think. I think
I'm saying the actual monetary portion if you're getting paid by TikTok.
Yeah, which extends.
Oh, really?
If you have a TikTok that is like consistently doing well, and it keeps
You'll
doing.
still continue to make money off.
There'll
of
be
them?
a trickle. There'll be a trickle on that. Like now that I've been posting again and everything, TikTok just like out of nowhere has just been like pushing the shit out of my old content, and it's like I just re-uploaded all that stuff. I have all these new comments on like my back videos and stuff of people going through and like commenting shit, and I can't even keep up with it because it's like I uploaded this video like a million years ago, bro. Like
I told you when you were telling me about that, it's what it is when people newly follow, they get a bunch of your older stuff thrown at them.
Recommendations.
Like, because I'll notice it when I follow somebody, then I suddenly get a bunch of their stuff coming through my For You. Because, like, obviously TikTok's like, oh, you just followed them? Now you want to watch all of their old stuff. Like, catch up on it.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, is, like, if you upload something and, like, other people see it, a lot of times it kind of depends on that, like, relevancy of, like, how they're going to go back and watch your videos is going to be, like, let's say you do something, like, let's say you're a news TikToker or something, and you're, like...
Keemstar?
Yeah, like a Keemstar TikToker, right? I'll use that as an example. That only stays relevant for a few days.
Yeah.
Whereas
every day it changes.
The stuff that like me and Mike post, you can... I mean, your videos from January are just as relevant as they are for the ones that you posted right now.
The only thing that's changed in that time is my editing style, how like I've angled the camera and whatnot. But I've changed that so subtly that like watching the old ones compared to the new ones isn't that much different.
But the core content is still relevant. Whereas like my world highlights, same thing. You can go back to any of them. And
the only thing that I have to worry about with yours is like if that world no longer exists.
Or
or it updates to a new name. But then in that case, that's nothing you can do. That's
out of my control, yeah. So I think as far as like some of the monetary stuff goes when it comes to that level of stuff, I think it also heavily depends on your relativity, like how relevant is your content. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're
posting, I'm sure. Like, Call Me Chris trends. Is still making money off of videos months after it's uploaded.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, she's a very, very well known.
She cosplayer or something?
No, she's just she makes skits and whatnot.
Oh, sure.
And like there's a lot of the people that I watch and follow that like all interact with each other kind of thing from time to time because they're all kind of like in that big
TikTok
circle.
Like OTK.
Similar to that, but not like as much, not as connected as that. They're not an actual group. They just like they're all kind of like just friends with each other.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I see.
Yeah, actually, we were literally just talking about how someone that I used to watch on TikTok, like I haven't gotten funneled any of their information or their like TikToks to me, and it's probably just because
you thought they stopped posting, and you went and looked at their page, and they were still posting.
Yeah.
It doesn't come to your For You anymore.
You got to go like some of their videos and comment on one or something, and you'll start getting it again. Because if you don't interact with something, TikTok's like, oh, you must not care this much about that anymore, and they'll.
At the same time we were talking about that, I told Justin that there was somebody on my For You that I completely I stopped interacting with all their videos and whatnot.
Ignored.
And they don't show up on my For You at all anymore.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I got friends and stuff that I've like friended on TikTok.
Right,
and
that's the case.
And their content used to show up on my FYP, but if I don't actually
liked it or anything.
Yeah, if I don't like it, I don't comment, I kind of ignore it because it's not content I'm interested in, and I swipe past it, and I never see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to go to the friends tab and like look for it, or go to their profile.
Yeah, or just like straight up search their account.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess we can quickly transition into something that I brought today, guys.
I saw this. I was gonna ask, but I didn't want to say anything because I figured you'd explain it.
No, yeah, completely.
I knew these were coming. So you told me about it previously.
Yeah, because I did talk about it a little bit ago, but I haven't brought it up on stream just quite yet. But if you guys want to take a gander at those, so pretty much, you guys have seen us try. Actually, I think only one other time trying food, but we're trying to bring it into a little bit more.
We tried the Beast. I had you guys try the Beast bars.
The chocolate bar. That's right.
The what was that, Japanese candy?
Yep. And then we also did the most recent cookies from B Sweet.
Yep.
But
turn up the sweet. No, the heat.
And yeah. We wanted to
careful,
try,
kids. They're spicy.
Some spicy marshmallows. I saw them at Walmart while I was shopping, and I was like, "Sure, screw it. Let's just pick it up."
I was like, "Where did you get these?"
Yeah, no, it was directly.
The thing is, everything
Walmart.
spicy. Everything like spicy I've tried. That's odd spicy kind of thing. I've heard about and then like ordered it myself online or something. So you just saw these at Walmart and you're just like, yeah, why not?
They look like they'd be something for this exact, just like bring it in and just try it out. And it's been, I'm honestly, I've been holding on to them for a while now. I just kept on forgetting to bring them here.
Say the Scovilles on here at all?
Well, so that's the interesting thing. So they're not red, so I can't imagine they're actually not that hot.
Probably not.
Or
it says they pair well with dark chocolate.
No,
I saw that.
The thing is, honestly, if they're selling it in like a random store, they're probably not that hot.
They're probably not that hot. Plus, it would probably have a lot more marketing.
Right. Right, yeah.
I think it's less the idea of the fact that they are hot and
I'm
more
just genuinely
of the
curious.
fact that there's just a spicy.
I've done so many spicy things recently that I want to know the Scovilles.
And if only we had like a little campfire we could just like pop up in front of us.
I mean, I could just light the carpet on fire.
Actually, can you grab the that alcohol that you were trying last time? You wanted to try and light it?
Didn't you just get a lighter or something?
Did you get a new lighter?
Isn't that what you ordered from Amazon?
No, that's a soldering iron.
Oh, okay. It looked like one of those like.
I mean, in theory, I could start a fire with that.
You absolutely could start a fire with that. It looked like one of those like fireplace.
The big ones or whatever.
I thought that's what it was.
Nope, it's a soldering iron. That's so I can fix some wires that I fucked up on my bike.
We could put the marshmallows on the
soldering iron.
No, there you go. It roasted from the inside out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fucking thinking, dude.
You'd only leave it on there for like 2 seconds, maybe.
Yeah.
It's really gonna fall through. You'll like.
Yeah, you're gonna like if you hold it like sideways, you put it on there and it would just like fall off because it would melt through the top.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But yeah, so I figured while we're going through this, we can get into our latest potential candidate.
Yeah, we can jump to that.
Yeah. Kind of like interlock those two together. Might as well.
Sure.
Might be a good transition for it too. All right.
I did decide on a post, so.
Bad bag opening, unfortunate. Go and grab a marshmallow, sir.
You win some and you lose some, you know.
Ooh, they look really soft.
Are they?
They are definitely soft.
Oh yeah, look at that.
They smell interesting.
Ooh.
Oh wow, they do
smell
really.
Not great.
They don't smell great, but that's okay. It's not the smell that matters. It's the
What
taste.
is that? I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Now I'm even wondering if
I'm going for it.
you doing it. All right, here we go.
That was a spicy marshmallow.
That was definitely the spice we were smelling.
What is that?
It almost feels like a cinnamon.
Right, that's what I thought.
Oh, here, let's see what's on the ingredients here.
Everything is gonna be artificial.
That's a cinnamon. That's like an artificial, like a fire, like a big red cinnamon.
Yeah.
Big red gum.
Yep.
They don't.
It's about as spicy as Big Red.
Yeah, they feel like that style of spicy.
Yeah, or those like you know those like semi-hard like Halloween like candies that you can get that are like the little red dots.
Yeah.
The little red dots are cinnamon.
The hot tamales.
Is that what they're called? I don't know what they're called.
No, hot tamales are like the Mike and Ike's.
Yeah, the jelly style.
That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about like the hard candies.
I think they're
like
called
Red Hots.
Red Hots, yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
The one that the thing that Kangaroo Jack had.
Dude, honestly, you said Red Hots, and now that's exactly the flavor that's left on my tongue after eating this.
If it was like, I like them. I'm gonna have another one.
They're actually not that bad.
It's like having a fluffy Red Hot.
It does feel like that, yeah. I will say though, I haven't really eaten anything today, so straight sugar on my stomach does not feel good.
I think this would be really fun to make s'mores with and not tell the person that you're making them
mix
with
them in, dude. Mix them into the bag.
You got like a
dump them in.
You got like a sugar salt situation. You guys know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Max, you know what that is? Sugar salt. Well, you're sitting at a restaurant.
Okay, yeah.
You take sugar packets, but you dump one out, fill it with salt, spin around. You got to try and act like you didn't get the salt. You got to try. Everyone's trying to figure out. It's Among Us, basically.
Yeah. Trying to suss.
You would know the second that hit my fucking mouth.
Well, that's the thing. You got to try and act like.
No, but you would know. I wouldn't be able.
I'd be a shot of sugar and not salt.
This is so confusing.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
On this nutrition, it says that it has 0% of all four of these: vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. Why are they even on there if there's not anything in it? It's like, oh yeah,
there might be like trace amounts or something, or
is not that, but we're not gonna tell you what's actually in it.
Oh yeah, it's not like it's 0%. It's 0
milligrams.
Yeah. Like
it literally is like, yeah, this is not in this. I mean, maybe if you wanted to know
maybe then it's less than a milligram.
Maybe if people have like potassium.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, let's say one of their like artificial colors or flavors or something have like a little bit, and they gotta say like
someone doesn't want to eat it or whatever.
Ingredients:
they can't have
corn
stuff.
syrup, sugar, water, gelatin, cornstarch, artificial flavor.
Artificial flavor is definitely
artificial flavor, dude.
So they literally made puffy sugar with flavoring. Pretty much what it is.
They honestly just like took the cinnamon's artificial flavor and sprinkled it on top of these or something.
My dad actually used to make hard candy, and I know exactly the kind of like sugar liquid that's in it.
I will gladly have one
I
more.
could totally imagine that they put in these.
Do you guys? We don't have to start now, but do you want me to tell you the story of what happened to me last night?
What happened last night?
We didn't talk to you last night.
No, I know.
We have no idea what happened last night.
We have no context to what you're trying to lead into here. So this is like,
So give us a context of what
the thing
happened.
is, Saturday night would make more sense because you came in and joined in very, very drunk.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time since I've been like that
Plastered?
that bad.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
it has been. It has been. Like, the thing is...
Oh, I see what he's meaning.
Why he didn't get on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
you've gone all day.
We were having a lot of fun on GTA
That was a lot of fun.
when Josh
Except
finally got on.
And it disappeared too.
Yeah,
Dinner was great
I know.
though. It was bomb, dude. Dinner was so good
You
last
got
night.
killed a lot while you were AFK, by the way.
I intentionally turned off my God mode so you guys could kill me.
Well, I kept you safe in my car for a
I
while
saw
until,
it, yeah, you kept me in
until
there for a
Josh
while.
randomly blew up my car.
I don't have mods, so it's not fun for me yet.
Just get mods.
One of these days, you guys will just have to be like, okay, here, beep boop, this is what you
literally
do.
in the Jedi
Yeah,
Archives. You
it's
can do it
very-
right
Oh, it's in the Jedi
Yeah.
Archives.
Yeah.
Nobody's told me that.
We haven't been able to talk to you about it.
That's because I'll tell you why.
Okay,
Well, let's
why
hear
don't you tell us
Are
why?
you guys done with these? I'm gonna be honest.
Yes, I'm done.
I'm good. I've had
I
my
literally haven't eaten, so like this is heavy. I feel really bad. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna have all of you guys hear that.
Okay, so I Friday drank a little bit on Friday, right?
A little bit.
Friday.
then-
Friday.
No,
Friday.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah. Saturday.
and then I didn't get a lot of sleep because I had to be up early Saturday for work or whatever.
Okay.
Then Saturday I woke up super early because work, and then I go and get ready for work, leave work, do all work stuff, work, get home, and then on my way back home from work, Kenzie's like, hey, you should come out to my work because like I'll get you some lunch and you have a drink or something to hang out. And I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. So I do that, and like I go there, her dad's there, some other people start introducing, I'm hanging out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 drinks and my lunch, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna head home. One of Kenzie's friends show up, and then I give up my seat at the bar. I'm like, yeah, you and your dad can have this seat and that seat over there so that you guys can sit at the bar and everything, and like and
You always seem to get really messed up when you go out drinking with Kenzie's dad.
Yeah, I was gonna say specifically her dad.
Right.
It's like
It's always that.
I think him and I feed off a little bit of each other a little bit there. So then
It's like you and Austin drinking, except for Austin only needs like 2.
Yeah, yeah,
He
sure.
literally gets like 1 or 2 drinks and he's fucking gone.
So then I'm like, oh, I guess I'll have one more or whatever, because then she started talking to me and the conversation was
Hold on,
going.
let me. No, I'm sorry. It was more like, well, I guess I'll have one more.
Yeah, whatever. Well, at that time I only had 2 drinks. So then I switched up what I was drinking because I had two like pretty strong like tequila lemonades or whatever.
Sure.
Okay.
And I switched up to beer because I was like, well, I'm not gonna.
You did your hard liquor, now you're gonna ease it.
Right,
into
yeah,
your-
yeah.
Well, no, well, I wanted to drink something that was gonna be lighter on alcohol so that I could still drive home,
Right,
drive
fair
responsibly, because I was still at the time planning on leaving to go home after that drink.
Okay.
And
The logic isn't there, but I feel it.
long story short, I ended up, more people kept showing up that I knew that wanted to talk to me, that I was talking to, and I kept being like, yeah, I'm gonna leave soon, I'm heading out soon.
You never ended up.
I never ended up fucking leaving.
This was Saturday? Yeah.
This is Saturday
When
now,
did you
yeah.
get there?
I got there at 4:30.
So like pretty much right after work, went
Yes.
to the bar.
Yep, because I stayed late at work, and then at 4:30, I stopped here to rinse off real quick, jump in the shower, just because like I had fucking Honda smell all over me, and
Working
then
next to service there.
yeah, and then I swung over there at 4:30, and I was there. We left at about midnight.
And then you got on at like 12:31.
It was like 12 when I got it, because I think we left actually like a little bit before midnight.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and then I was hammered. which is funny because like it's been.
I honestly, when you first came in to TeamSpeak, I totally thought you were like putting on an act for what, because you came in.
You said said something about I'd have to be really drunk to do this.
Exactly.
I don't remember what it was. But you said that,
and
you
said it very drunk-like, so I was like, "Oh, okay." Like,
he's fucking around.
He was fucking around, yeah. And then
the camera turned on, and they were like, "Oh, never mind. He's actually very drunk."
I heard Mike say like, "Oh, there's the drunk face," and I was like, "Wait, he's actually."
I didn't say that.
What did I visibly look that fucked up?
You do look pretty fucked up when you.
Every time you're very drunk, you can see it immediately on your face.
It's a physical thing that comes over you.
That's funny. So I was super fucked up that night, and I ended up going and sleeping, and then I had to be up early.
You stayed up for a little bit watching a movie with.
You were in there for a couple hours.
Julian, I was hanging out
before you did.
Yeah, Julian and I watched a movie with Nat, and we were just hanging out and stuff, and then I went to bed. I think by the time I went to bed, it was like 2, so it wasn't even that late. It wasn't too bad. And then I woke up, and luckily I got to sleep until like 11. Yeah, and I slept until 11.
Nice.
Because we had to go to Kenzie's mom's house.
The only thing I know of Sunday was that Kenzie randomly sent in our group chat the Honda couple thing that she sent a picture.
Yeah, because her mom was having a going away party or whatever, so we both went, and I had to go. Obviously, I wasn't able to drive home anymore, so Kenzie drove me home, and I had left my car at the bar, but the party that we were at happened to be like halfway on the way to the bar, so we swung over there real quick, grabbed my car, and we both parked it there, and I took him home at the same time. But yesterday, Sunday, I'm like doing, the day's been fine. I woke up pretty good actually. I didn't even feel that hungover. I slept, it's because like I said, I took a couple melatonin, a couple Advils. I pounded
melatonin and Advil make you feel better the next day?
Because by the time I went,
did you like chug water before?
I think you get a deep sleep.
I was gonna say, I think most of it was the fact because when I'm like fucked up and I drink a lot, I usually wake up very early.
Oh, really?
Because I'm up, like I feel bad or I'm upset or like my stomach hurts or some weird shit. Usually it's the headache. I wake up because my head is fucking pounding. And I 2 Advils, I took 3 melatonins, I pounded I swear to God, like a gallon and a half of water. When I got up from Julian, I literally stood over there, kept filling that thing up, just going. I was like, I don't want to feel like shit tomorrow. So I was like getting ready. And then I went to bed and I was like out. The second I laid down, I was out. And then when we got to Kenzie's mom's house the next day, or her mom's sister's house, I took it easy. I didn't drink anything. There's tons of alcohol everywhere, but I just drank water. Okay. I was like, I want to take it easy because I don't feel bad, but I bet you if I started drinking right now, it would probably catch up to me really fast. Right. So I was just drinking.
He was responsible.
Drinking water, and they had a bunch of food and snacks, so I was like eating everything I could because I didn't have anything in my body.
Yep.
And by the time we get back, it was like 5:30-ish. And I was meeting my friend Jake over at the Mexican place right over here to go get some food. And it's happy hour all day on Sunday, so it's cheap margaritas.
Here's where we start getting not responsible.
Yep.
And so I sit down, I get just a standard normal house margarita, nothing crazy.
Which is definitely personally, I think, enough. In itself.
And one glass. Normally I get a pitcher. And I just got a single glass.
For yourself? You could drink a whole pitcher by yourself?
Well, we usually split it. But then we
buy
a second.
Drink a whole pitcher
myself. I was gonna say.
You could,
but the problem is then we buy 2 pitchers, and at that point we could have just each bought 1 pitcher and been fine. But so
one of you drank more.
so then I ate all my a good portion, not all of it. I ate a good portion of my food because I had already just eaten at her party or whatever. And then I had 2 margaritas, dude. And those 2 margaritas that I had was enough to just the whole weekend, fucking, by the time I got home and I laid down to go to bed, because I worked on my bike for a while, was still feeling all right, a little of this, because I had, the margaritas in me. The second I got back up at 11 o'clock, midnight or whatever, and laid down in bed, it was like, bam, you're sick. I laid down 5 minutes and I started having hot flashes and shit. And I needless to say, when I get hot flashes, there's only one thing that leads up to that. Yeah. I walked myself over to the bathroom. I sat down on the side of the edge of the bathtub. I sat there for 30 seconds.
I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
When you sit on the tub purposely because you know it's coming.
Yep. I sat there for about 30 seconds.
Usually I just sit there.
had to-
I get on my knees and I get ready on the toilet. I'm like, all right.
No,
I don't know about you.
I sit on the tub because the knees hurts. So
Yeah,
I had to do that recently when I did the.
I'm trying not to go too much into detail because like I don't want to be gross. But
Yeah, I mean the nature's there.
yeah.
Right.
If you're next to the toilet, one of two things are
Yeah.
happening. So.
I had to do that when I did the one chip challenge.
Yeah.
I had to throw it up
Yeah.
after a little
Yeah.
while I had to. So I had to do that where I like sat down on there.
And
I'm
just
like,
wait. You're just waiting.
I was like, it's right there.
You're
It's
almost
coming.
like building up the like courage to do it. You're like, all right, come on, you got
You know,
this.
so here's the
You
thing.
can
is,
do this. Like you're so ready.
for me, I think that's actually the case because like I don't know about you guys,
You have to like prepare your body.
but if there's one thing, I will do anything in my power to prevent throwing up because
Really?
I
Really?
fucking hate it.
I love it. Honestly,
I can't
it makes
stand
me
it.
feel
The
so
thing,
much
the
better
thing
afterwards.
is, if I feel like I have to,
you feel so
unless I'm
much
in a
better.
certain like situation of like I'm at work, so I don't want to go do it at work or something,
Yeah.
I will go and do it because I know the second it's over and done with, I feel so much better and relieved.
The minute I was sitting in there, I was fighting it the entire time. Like I don't want to do. I just don't want to throw up. I
Really?
don't want to fucking throw up right now.
I feel
don't
like
wanna do
it just makes you feel better.
Yeah, you're right. You're not
Your-
wrong. But here's
your
the
body
thing.
gets rid of it. Plus, it usually sobers you up if you're pretty messed up.
So here's the thing, is anytime I'm in that position where I know it's gonna happen and I'm sitting there, the thing that's going through my head is not about how good I'm gonna feel after it. It's me thinking about, okay, what did I eat today? Because
How's it gonna taste?
how
when-
bad
I guess.
how bad is this one gonna be? And I'm gonna be honest with you,
I feel like
dude.
it's bad every time. So
All
you just
this-
like you know what you're gonna expect.
Yeah, but it's like there's been times where
There's
I've done
definitely
it.
worse things to eat beforehand, but like it's all bad.
It's all bad, but like trust me, there's
That's
things
the,
that are not as bad.
That's the reason.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's the reason I can't eat Salisbury steak anymore.
And dude, I sat there and I was thinking, oh no, I just ate all those snacks. I had a fucking cheeseburger, a whole shitload of Mexican food, and margarita. And I'm like,
that's fair
I'm
enough.
like, oh, this is gonna be the worst. This is gonna fucking suck, and I'm not gonna be happy.
I can't eat SpaghettiOs now because of that.
Spaghetti is coming up. I feel like it'd be
I-
that's
I-
easy,
As a
but
kid,
if I
well,
taste
no,
it,
it was the taste and
Yeah.
it's the smell of SpaghettiOs.
Yeah,
now.
I got
It
a
is-
stomach
it is
flu
ingrained
right
in my
after-
brain.
I got a stomach flu right after eating Salisbury steak, so I cannot
Yeah.
eat it angoor.
yeah,
That's horrible.
That's me with vodka, man. I
Any vodka or like?
yeah. So like there's
Or some
like
Grey Goose, dude. Grey Goose is just like, oh,
well, Grey Goose is what I used to drink. That used to be my liquor of choice.
never mind then. There you go.
Before tequila, I used to be a vodka person. That used to be.
Grey Goose, for something about Grey Goose in particular.
Go back on my Instagram, bro. There's pictures of me literally there's a period.
I feel like you drank Grey Goose back when you had that last party here.
I think I had it, but I don't think I was drinking it.
I feel
But-
like I remember that being a thing.
But I had it's what I used to always just buy bottles of fucking Grey Goose, and that's what I used to drink. But the amount of times that I got fucked up on Grey Goose and like went too hard because I was young and dumb, you know, I didn't know what my limits were or anything yet, and I would just drink until I was too late.
I still vividly remember the amount of times of how much you would drink until it was too late. Because you definitely used to do it like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, it was like when I
Yeah.
was 21 and I could just like walk into the store and just buy whatever the fuck I want.
I mean,
and
I don't blame you.
it was like, oh shit, I can do this.
Everyone got to that
I
point.
was surprised how responsible you were with your drinking at Kenzie's birthday party, because you handled yourself very well.
Yeah, well that's the thing is like I'm at the point now where I've done it enough to where like I know
You know you're.
I know like how to sustain through the day, and that's why I was able to sit at the bar and drink from 4 to midnight because I know how fast and how much and like and whatever, and like obviously considering that I could still sit down here and have a conversation with you guys and like
It gets dangerous when it starts tasting good. That's when it gets really dangerous.
I like the taste of alcohol.
Well, I guess when you stop tasting.
Yeah,
alcohol,
when it's like water.
When it literally
Dude,
just tastes
did
like
Kenzie-
whatever you're tasting
did-
and no alcohol.
did-
That's when it gets dangerous.
Did Kenzie tell you how she fucked with me at the bar near the end of the night?
Did she make you drink water?
She was trying to force drink me water, and she kept ordering me. I asked her to get a drink for me or whatever, and she like turns around, hands me one because I taken a sip. She got it. I set it down. I drank it, sipped it. I set it up in front of her, and then I asked her to hand it to me again after a minute or two. And she did that, but she had also got an identical glass filled with water, and I had tequila and water, and they're both clear and look the same. And I go and I start drinking it. I'm like, Kenzie, did you taste this drink? And she's like, no, what's wrong with it? I'm like, it tastes like water, man. Like it doesn't I don't taste the alcohol in it. And like, I knew I was fucked, because this is the end of the night. And I was like, I knew I was fucked up, but I don't think I'm that fucked up. And I'm like, drinking it. I'm like, this isn't right. What's going on? And I handed it to Kenzie, and I'm like, you want to taste this and tell me if it tastes? She like goes, tastes like tequila, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Hands it back to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so like, I take another sip out of it, and I'm like, this is fucking water. What are you talking?
She's trying to be a good girlfriend and get you like.
She had me going. No, she wasn't being. She was fucking gaslighting. She was fucking me. Stop
it! Stop it! She was trying to be good and get you.
No, I know.
If you were slamming down tequila that hard,
dude, I drank half a cup of water before I was able to.
Of tequila. That's it? You just had straight tequila?
No. It was a tequila lemonade. It was like a tequila lemonade.
It had a flavor to it.
I thought the man's trying to replicate what happened at MGC.
Yeah, right? A heavy pour. I'll never forget that.
Dude, so for anyone, I think we explained it.
We talked about this, yes. We talked about it at MGC, and we talked about it.
Like 4 episodes.
Okay.
And then we talked about it in the podcast after MGC.
Oh my god, dude, that was. I remember her walking out with that fucking drink, and I was just sitting there going.
Dude, she brought you back a glass of water and forgot it was fucking tequila.
Yeah,
and that was our first night there. Like,
yeah.
That sustained us for the rest of the weekend because we then had that on Saturday night.
Dude, I'm like a normal drinking excursion. Like if I like normally what I'll do is like I'll like if I know I want to like get like if I'm drinking I know I kind of want to get a little fucked up or whatever. I'll ask for like a tequila on the rocks and sip on it for like an hour.
That's what you had.
Yeah,
that's what you asked for.
But they normally give you like a glass that's half that size with ice in it. Instead, I get a glass with 2 ice cubes that's this tall. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she's got a heavy pour when it's busy.
I was like, heavy pour, dude. She gave me half the fucking bottle, bro.
I finished off the bottle again.
Oh, dude.
Like, oh, yeah.
That was great. That was a lucky thing. That was the cheapest tequila drink.
It just makes me wonder if you were the only one. Because that bar probably lost a lot of money that night.
Maybe the bartender
all the drinks like that, yeah.
Yeah, maybe the bartender just like saw me and thought I was cute or something, and like
or the bartender was quitting that night and was just like everyone gets heavy drinks.
Woo! Oh, it's gonna be a good night for everyone tonight, baby. Then you ever think about that? The bartender can kind of like you're kind of the person that like sets like the
you have that responsibility.
How fucked up do you want everyone to be tonight?
That's the thing. That's your responsibility is to.
No, I know
to be that man.
It's funny though, or woman, you know.
Or woman.
But God, yeah, that was too funny.
Grab your thing because I don't think we're getting updates. Grab your phone.
Oh no, you're right. We are not getting phone.
I can see messages on there that aren't showing up here.
You are the vibes, please. Definitely, heavy drinks equals more money. True. Let me try doing a quick refresh on caffeinated real quick.
I apologize to anyone in chat that has been talking.
We haven't
been ignoring you. We promise.
Yeah, it hasn't shown up on our screen, and I just now realized it looking at Max's phone sitting on the table.
Hi, Woodsy.
Beer account, and I always like look at the beer account. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. The beer account's working. Hey, you know what wouldn't have done this?
Lean back.
Yep.
Yeah, I would literally just rely on that right now.
Yeah, we're going to lean back, guys. Give us 1 second. But hello, Woodsy.
Hi,
yes, welcome into anyone that has spoken in chat that we haven't acknowledged.
Sorry.
We apologize.
Yes, if you said something we did not respond, send it again and we'll read it back.
All right. Well, with that diffuser on that topic, I think we can move on here. So. To
close out the
close out here.
We got some. We got
a little bit of time.
Yeah, plenty of time.
But I mean, this.
I see. Okay, yeah.
Kind of a longer thing.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So last week, I went through. Today I fucked up.
I'm trying to remember what was last week's.
Last week's was the living in a dark room for 6 years because he didn't realize he had a dimmer switch.
Ah. I don't know why I had the mother-in-law story stuff.
That was Am I the Asshole?
Yeah, I think because we talked about that one like a couple. One. Yeah.
Right. So I'm in Today I Fucked Up Again, the subreddit. While I was here, I was kind of like perusing, going through some interesting titles. Found some very interesting titles on this subreddit.
The ones that we saw on there were so weird.
And I was kind of showing them to a little bit while we were getting ready. So I have decided on this one because I feel like it might have a bit of an interesting story to it.
Sure.
And the title is, Today I Fucked Up by Realizing the Older Woman I've Been Sleeping With for Months is my coworker's mom.
Imagine.
Okay? So we've kind of got a little bit of a twist out there already, but I'm kind of interested to see how the story goes, because obviously it goes on for months before realization. Kenzie, you don't have a similar story to this, and I refuse to believe you.
She actually kind of does. I've heard it. I actually
Yeah, I actually know.
All right, well, I'll get that story. I'll get that story after the podcast. All right, so we'll just start off at the top. It says throwaway account. This literally just happened like an hour ago. Now this is posted a year ago, but
yeah,
happened an hour ago. So I, male, 25, have been involved with an older woman, female, 44, lately.
25 and 40. Yeah, mommy milkers.
It's an age gap.
Yep.
Almost twice.
Nice the age.
It started a few months ago with the onset of coronavirus. I was on Tinder trying to find someone to hook up with during quarantine.
Of course.
So as to stay safe and also kill some time. I saw this very attractive older woman and decided to swipe right because, you know, it's every 20-something-year-old's dream to hook up with a MILF. A few days go by and I get a notification that I have a new match. Woohoo! I open the app and lo and behold, it's the fine-ass cougar I was hoping for.
Damn.
We start chatting and flirting. It's going really well. Out of nowhere, she messaged me and says, I'm not sure how this app works. Do we just meet up and have sex or do we go on a date first?
Oh my god. I mean,
that's every guy's dream though. Like,
she's older,
like,
so like you can see where
she doesn't
like
she doesn't. Well, and the thing is like there's like the small talk, but like let's be honest, everyone
she's
just
older. You don't
need the small talk.
Yeah, right.
Cut right to the chase.
Right.
She's probably looking.
She's lived half her life already. She needs to get She needs to get straight to it.
Dick down, bro.
Right. That's about where I got to, like reading the preview on it. So I was like, yeah, this seems like it'll be a good one to read up. So I'm going in blind with you guys here at this point.
Okay.
I was drinking coffee at the time and promptly shot it out of both nostrils. My chance had come. I replied back that people generally just meet up and go to the bone zone together, but I'm easy either way.
Wait, is that what it's like? Is that
You
in
probably
quotes?
didn't say that.
Okay, is that in quotes
Probably
or is that just
No.
like okay? Okay, I was gonna say
No.
Saying that to
She
a-
said, she replies,
zone.
well, good, because I hate formalities. I nearly shit my pants in excitement. She sends me her address and tells me she's free on Friday and to bring wine. The rest of the whole week was a complete blur of anxiety. I could not fuck this up.
understandably. That's a big expectation to live up to.
I mean, you're about to experience something you've dreamed about since you basically hit puberty. Of just the chance of like, hey,
Friends, mom,
let's meet the
teacher.
fuck. That's it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he has no idea who this lady is, but
He's seen some pictures and he's all for it.
yeah.
So Friday comes and I show up with the wine. She's looking fucking smoking hot. Better in person. We talk about music and traveling and all that. Not many personal details, which would come back to haunt me, in parentheses. Just sort of arts and culture talk. A few glasses of wine later, we are full-blown going at it like rabbits on the middle of her living room floor. I left a little while later feeling like I'm the king of the entire universe.
Which you do. Which you do.
The next day she texts me saying how she had a great time and it made her feel young again and blah blah blah. She says she's off every Friday and Saturday and that next week we should do the same. This has been going on for roughly 3 months. We meet up once or twice a week, fuck like animals, and then go on our merry way until one of us gets horny again. Sweet deal, right? Wrong. I messaged her yesterday saying that I had today off of work and asked her if she wanted to meet up. She said her son was taking her out to lunch and that I could come over at 3 p.m. She had mentioned she had a son before and didn't go any further and I didn't really care to ask. So 3 p.m. comes and I am almost at her house when she messages me that she's running late, no problem. I park on the road and sort of just wait in my car because her car wasn't in the driveway yet. I'm sitting there listening to the radio when an oddly familiar SUV pulls into the drive. I sort of looked at it funny and then I immediately realized where I knew it from. My coworker, male 23, jumps out of the front seat, goes around to her side of the vehicle, gives her a kiss on the cheek and a hug, and then jumps back in the car. My jaw was on the ground. He reversed out of the driveway, and stupid me is sitting like a deer in headlights in plain sight. He turns around and literally 10 feet in front of my car and is staring directly at me. My face goes bright red, and I feel like I'm going to vomit. Me and this guy work together every single day, and I consider him a friend of mine. I even trained him when he started at my company.
Jeez.
And the kicker is I've been telling him in detail about this older lady, and he's been giving me immense kudos about it, saying that it's his dream. He pulls up beside me and looks very confused, asks me what I'm doing here and how funny it is that we ran into each other. I panic completely and stumble over my words and pretend like I'm on the wrong street trying to find my way to my cousin's house. He looks skeptical, but sort of shrugged it off. The whole time his mother is standing there watching us through the curtains. He directs me where to go and I pull off and then circle back once he's gone. Needless to say, I went inside, told her what is up, and we both sort of just sat there in silence before I left. No boom boom today.
Yeah.
I am now panicking, and there is no way he's not going to know, right? And he's going to realize that these wild escapades with this she-devil night mistress I've been telling him is actually his mom. Fuck.
She-devil night mistress.
I already called in sick for work tomorrow because I cannot look him in the eye. We'll update if anything happens. Pray for my soul, Reddit. And we have updates.
Yo, thank God.
Let's go. Oh,
we have quite a few updates.
Oh, man.
Update number 1. She just texted me and says that we should tell him and come clean because it's the right thing to do. What the fuck? How do I politely explain I've told her son in detail about our escapades, including the time I dipped candle wax on her butthole? She's a freak.
I would, if that was me, I would never tell my friend's mom. Never. I would make sure those paths never crossed. Because that is too much.
Update number 2. She's adamant about telling him, even after I informed her about the explicit details I've been sharing since we started doing this. What is wrong with this woman? I'm seriously debating quitting my job. I know her son well, and he's going to want to fucking kill me. She keeps insisting that he's a grown-up and he should realize that his mother is a person too, with desires like any other person. That's not the point! Fuck! I'm fucked, bros. Update 3.
I was going to say, please tell me there's more. I want to know more about this whole scenario.
She said regardless of what I say, she's telling him tomorrow because she can't live with the guilt and deceit. She won't answer my calls at all. Not going over to her house because she's out somewhere. I'm fucked. Will update again. Let my tombstone read, died doing what he loved best. Update 4. And this is the longest one we got. I think this is the end.
Oh boy.
Well, gentlemen, the cat is out of the bag. His mother pulled the trigger and came clean about it all. I don't even know what to say. He called me saying it was super weird and he's mind fucked, but he's not mad because he knows we had no idea. He asked if it was her I had been talking about the whole time, and I said yes. Then he must have felt suicidal because he asked, even all that crazy stuff?
Oh,
Rip, bro. Needless to say, I laughed and changed the subject. You've been through enough today, my child. He also said he's going to look for a new job and already gave his 2-week notice because it'll be weird working together.
Well,
Damn.
that means that they can keep on going on then.
I was gonna say, honestly, if I was in this guy's position right now, I would be doing everything in my power to continue the relationship. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He genuinely just seems bummed as fuck. His mother is an idiot and I feel scummy as hell. He also said he put in a transfer so we won't be working in the same building until he's gone. Jeez. Going to see his mom later and telling her we can't do this anymore. Ugh. She caused him to lose a job and a friend and a reason to go to therapy over something we could have likely played off. I think that's the end of it, though. Didn't expect this to blow up so big. Thanks for all the rewards and comments.
Bro.
Can't believe I made my... Can't believe I made my own son quit his job. Damn.
What a fucking mic drop at the end.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck, man.
That is crazy. I could never...
Oh no, I just looked at the comments.
Oh
The top comment says, the only fair resolution is he gets to bang your mom. His response, not to be that guy, but my mom's dead.
Oh my god.
Not to be that guy. Oh god, dude.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
That is
Have to be that guy.
that is Reddit gold right there.
I was gonna say that is like a
There is
prime...
so many awards.
Yeah, holy shit. That dude's gonna have Reddit premium for like the next like 2 years.
Oh my god, that is insane.
Yeah. Based off of that opening of like,
I
do we
didn't
just
expect it
get
to go
together
that
and
deep.
fuck, or do we actually go on a first date? I was like, all right, I feel like this is gonna go somewhere good, and it did. It definitely did.
Man, dude, I like. Okay, I'm gonna be real. If I was the guy in that position and I knew the kid, I'm kind of like, that's his decision. I would try to keep the thing going. If they're both liking it,
Yeah,
like,
well, maybe don't be the guy that explains in heavy detail what you've been doing to somebody.
Especially if you're a coworker. I don't know. If it was like I don't know. I feel like it'd be different. If
There
it was
is
your friend,
nobody in
but-
my life that I would go into heavy detail about my sexual activities.
I think
it would be different though, because imagine if it was like a scenario of like, this is the first time I ever have done this shit, and it was crazy. And
you have to tell someone,
had to
man. You
share,
gotta
yeah.
tell someone.
I've definitely shared my sexual.
I've shared some
The amount of
things.
shit I've shared with you guys,
No.
like,
I've
I
shared
just
some things, but like I don't go into detail every like new thing I experience. I know there's plenty of new things I experienced recently
Yeah, fair
that
enough.
I have not gone into at all
Fair
with
enough.
anybody.
That's fair enough.
I the most I could relate is like I think I told you about the teacher chick from like a year ago or whatever, or 2 years ago, whatever it was. It was long. It was right before I started, like, Kenzie and I were like talking. But there was like a teacher that was like, she was like 36 or something like that, and at the time I think I was still like 20. I just turned 23, and she like it was a thing where like we like met online, and then like she was like, we were talking, and then she kind of did the same thing where she just sent me like a lewd photo, and it was like, would be a lot better if you were here type deal. And I was like, that was before the first time that we had met up, and I was like, okay, I am now on the same page.
They don't feel like they have to walk around the bush because they don't. They know they don't.
Yeah.
They know the guys just want to get to it.
Yeah. And so that like that's probably my own like relation to that, but like.
And most of them in that situation, they're not trying to like set up a relationship.
Oh, not at
They
all.
just want to get it on.
Yeah.
They just want to get stress relief.
I just think of Thor whenever I think of that whole scenario. I just think of Thor from work. Thor.
Oh, that one.
That
I don't know.
Thor.
I didn't know him enough to know anything of that, but I do
That's
remember.
fair enough.
I do remember hearing about some of his escapades.
That is something that I could see him totally being the M25 male for
Yeah.
that. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Absolutely. He was an absolute
Player.
bachelor.
That's a great fucking post.
That was actually a really good one.
I like the way he phrased a lot of things.
Yeah, it was pretty. There's some good humor sprinkled.
The night mistress.
Devil Knight and shit.
Devil Night Mistress.
It was pretty good.
Oh man.
Oh, alrighty.
I
Well,
think that's a great way to wrap.
yeah, I
it
was
up.
gonna
Yeah.
say that's one hell of a high note to end off on. I know, Dee, thank you so much for hopping in here, but obviously we are gonna be wrapping up here very shortly. Is same for you there, Ben.
But hey, if you
hopping
want to
in.
go and listen and talk about what we talked about, because we just talked about a really fucking hilarious story, you can catch us on Spotify.
Instagram.
Spotify.
Not yet.
Apple playlists or
Apple Podcast.
You can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Anchor. And
On YouTube.
That's gonna say, make sure you guys, if you
Devil
guys
Knight
wanna-
Mistress stuck in my head. Sorry.
And on YouTube and on caffeine.tv/caffeinated creators.
Yeah, just look up Caffeinated Creators on Spotify, and you can go back and listen to this there.
Look for our logo.
Yeah,
There's
look for
another
the
one
logo
on there.
right here. If any of you video boys out there,
Yep,
check the logo.
And the YouTube video, the re-recording of this and the video version does go live on YouTube usually a day or two after we have our everything else is up. So go check it out. And
But nonetheless, guys, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out on stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the I forgot what was the name
Spicy
of it?
marshmallow.
Well, spicy marshmallow, but also what is it called?
Today I fucked up.
Today I fucked
Yeah.
up. Thank you.
Yes.
Today's iteration of Today I Fucked Up.
Wow.
Alrighty, guys. I am Glitch Penguin.
FallenWolf.
And SilverZambie.
Thank you so much for being here, and we will catch you on episode 20 in 2 weeks. Be there.
Bye-bye.
Woo-hoo.